Hello, everybody. How are you? Did you all have a nice weekend? Is everybody okay? I hope you're all having fun, and I hope you all had a good weekend. Today is Monday, and it's time for another English class. Okay, the classes continue. Life goes on. Okay, so today, what we're going to be doing is a reading activity. All right, and we are going to start off on page 89 in the pupils book. Okay, so that's Unit 8, Lesson 3. All right, Unit 8, Lesson 3. And yeah, so maybe the page is different in your book. All right, and so find the correct page. All right, it's got the story here called Fishbots. All right, so yes, let's find this page. Now, if you look at this picture up here, if I can get to it. All right, so this picture here shows a beach with a lot of rubbish. Okay, rubbish is basura. All right, so this is about rubbish on the beach. Okay, and it's a big problem. All right, so what we'll do now, before we start the story, we'll just write a little bit of background in our notebook. Okay, so let's open our notebook. Okay, and we're just going to put the title rubbish. All right, and today's date is Monday, the 11th of May. All right, so write the title and the date in your notebooks, please. And I would like you to copy what I have written here. So I've just written rubbish is basura, okay, just so you know. And I've just written a little bit about it that you can copy in your notebook, okay, and see if you understand. It says, unfortunately, we can find rubbish on many beaches around the world. You can find lots of plastic bottles and containers, as well as bathroom products. Rubbish can be very dangerous for marine life like fishes and all things that live in the sea. We must keep the beaches clean. Okay, it's a very important, very serious problem in the world. Okay, pollution, contamination, lots of rubbish ends up on the beaches. Even here in Tarragona, we can see a lot. So it's a big problem, and we do need to find a solution so that we can keep things clean and we can stay healthy. Okay, so anyway, I'd like you to copy this into your notebook, please. All right, so you can pause the video and just copy this down. Okay, good. All right, and when you're finished, we can go back to page 89 in the book. Okay, so here we have a little story, okay, that we're going to read all together. So let's read this first little part here. It says, so it's called Fishbots. It says, Kaiglab is a place in Japan where people go to learn about marine life. Yeah, marine life. Its president is called Masamichi Hayashi. Okay. So let's read and listen to the story. Okay. So I'll open it up here. Okay. So read and listen. Okay. Are you ready? Let's go.
Fishbots. Kiglab is a place in Japan where people go to learn about marine life. Its president is called Masamichi Hayashi. Hayashi is a marine biologist with an interest in technology.
I'm going to build some robotic fish to show people how fish move.
He wanted to protect the oceans and teach people about recycling.
I wonder if I can recycle this rubbish to build my fish.
He collected plastic bottles, food containers, and even a raincoat.
These objects are produced in other countries, but they float to Japan.
Hayashi has made over 100 robots from recycled rubbish. They move like real sea animals.
This fish can open and close its mouth. It can also eat artificial prey.
How are the robots operated?
They're operated by remote control. This turtle can collect rubbish from the water.
Children from all over Japan visit KIGLab to observe and touch the robotic fish.
Okay, interesting. So look at the robotic fish here, made from rubbish. Okay, very good. Did you follow? Did you understand? Okay, remember you can always pause the video and go back and listen again. Okay. Okay, very good. Very interesting. Okay, so once we've read our story, we're going to go to the activity book. All right. So let's all go to the activity book. Now we should be on page 82. Okay, it might be different in your book. Should be Unit 8, Lesson 3. Okay, Unit 8, Lesson 3. All right. So find the page, all right? And what we will do here is we have some questions about the story we have just read. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at these questions and we'll find the answers in the text, okay? So, and we can do them all together. So let's have a look at question number 1. It says, what's the president of KIGLab called? Okay, so what we can do is we look in our book to find the answer, all right? And I'm going to highlight it here. It says, KIGLab is a place in Japan where people go to learn about marine life. Its president is called Masamichi Hayashi. Okay, so we're going to highlight this in the text, all right? And then we can write our answer in the book. Okay, so you can say, and we have to answer in a full sentence, okay? A complete phrase. What's the president of KIGLab called? He's called... Okay, and then you can write his name, which was, I think, his name was, I'll have a look here. He's called Masamichi Hayashi. Okay, so you can write that here. Right? What's the president of KIGLab called? He's called Masamichi Hayashi. Okay. And then it says, what is he interested in? What is he interested in? Let's have a look. Now, let's find the answer in our story. Okay, so this guy's the president, and it says, what is he interested in? Now, if you look here, it tells us our answer. Hayashi is a marine biologist with an interest in technology. Okay, so we go back to our pupils book. Okay, and remember we have to answer in a full phrase. What is he interested in? He's interested in, and then you write the answer. So he's interested in technology. Okay, so you're right. He's interested in technology. Okay, good. Next question. What are his robots made of? What are his robots made of? Let's have a look in the text and we'll see. Okay. What are his robots made of? So can we find the answer in the text? Let's have a look here at box number 4. It says, Hayashi has made over 100 robots from recycled rubbish. And there's our answer, recycled rubbish. So, okay, we go back to our activity book. What are his robots made of? Okay, we say they are made of, and then you can put here recycled rubbish. Okay, the answer. All right, just like here. They are made of recycled rubbish. Good. Let's continue. Number 4. Where are the objects on the beach produced? Where are the objects on the beach produced? Where are they produced? Let's have a look. Okay. Can you see the answer? All right, let's have a look in box number 3. It says here, these objects are produced in other countries, but they float to Japan. These objects are produced in other countries, so the objects on the beach. So let's go to our activity book. Where are the objects on the beach produced? Okay, and we answer in a full phrase. They are produced in, okay, and then you have to finish it. So you remember the answer? They are produced in other countries. Okay, so the objects on the beach are produced in other countries. Good. Let's continue. Number 5. How many robots has he made? Let's have a look. How many robots has he made? We've already highlighted the answer. It says here, box number 4, Hayashi has made over 100 robots. Over, that means more. Over 100 robots from recycled rubbish. Okay, so let's go to our activity book. How many robots has he made? He has made okay, and did you get the answer? He has made over 100 or over 100 robots. Okay, just like it says in the story. So make sure you write the correct answer here. Okay, and last one. How do the robots move? How do the robots move? Come on, mueven. Let's have a look. Can we find the answer? How do the robots move? Well, it says here, can we see box number 4? It says they move like real sea animals. All right, they move like real sea animals. So let's go back to our activity book now that we know the answer. Okay. Let me say they move okay, they move like okay, so it's a different question. Should be how did the robots move? How are they operated, they should say. Let me correct this. Okay. So, how do the robots move? Okay. So, in this case, we'll go to the text. Okay, People's Book again. And it says here, okay, if we look in our story, box number 5, they are operated by remote control. They are operated by remote control. So we can just write that in our answer here, okay? So, all right. How do the robots move? And we'll say they are operated by remote control. They are operated by remote control. Remote control is mando. Okay, so did you understand? Did you write all the correct answers? Okay, make sure you have all the correct answers written in your activity book. Okay, good. When you've finished, we can move on to exercise 2. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to listen to Callum's story review. So what did Callum think about the story? Okay, so we have to listen and complete the missing words here in each sentence. Okay, so before we start, okay, let's read and we can think what words we might need in the spaces, okay? So pause the video, take 2 minutes and read the text and think about each question. What word do I need to put? Okay, what word should I put in each space? All right. Okay, are you ready? All right, so let's listen and you can complete the missing words, okay? Let's go.
What are you reading, Callum?
I'm reading a story about fish spots.
Fish spots? What are they?
They're these amazing robots in Japan. They look like fish.
Wow! Does the story explain how the robots are made?
Not really. It begins by introducing Masamichi Hayashi. He's a marine biologist, and he teaches people about the oceans and the animals that live there. He's also interested in technology, and one day he decided to build some fish robots to show people how these animals move.
What a great idea!
Yes, and what's more amazing is that he decided to make the fish robots from rubbish. He collected lots of different rubbish from the beaches, and he used objects like plastic bottles, fabric, and food trays to make the fish.
I don't believe it.
It's true. Now he's made more than 100 robots. Some of them are incredible. They can open and close their mouths and do tricks.
Can visitors watch the fish?
Yes, they can. And they can touch some of the fish too.
Do you recommend the story?
Absolutely. It was very interesting. But I wanted to read some more information about how the robots are made, so I only give it 4 stars.
Okay, very good. Did you get all of the answers? All right. Remember, you can pause the video, go back and listen again, okay? And try and get all of the answers here. All right. Have you finished? That's correct. Okay. So I've got my answers here. All right. So let's have a look. It says, this story is about some amazing robots, number 1, robots in Japan. It begins by introducing a marine biologist called Masamichi Hayashi. He teaches people about the oceans, number 2, oceans, and the animals that live there. One day, he decided to build some fish robots to show people how these animals move, number 3, move. He collected rubbish from the beaches, number 4 is beaches, and he used objects like plastic bottles, fabric, number 5 is fabric, okay, and food trays to make the fish. Now Hayashi has made more than 100, number 6, 100 robots. Some of these are incredible. They can open and close their mouths and do tricks. Yep, number 7 is tricks. All right. Lucky visitors can watch and touch the fish. Number 8 is touch. Opinion. I think this story is very interesting, but I would like to read some more. information. Number 9, information about how the robots are made. I give it 4 stars. 4 stars, okay? Did you get all the correct answers? All right, have a look at the answers here and correct any mistakes that you've made, okay? Yeah, remember, you can always listen to it again, all right, if you're not sure. Okay, all finished? Fantastic. Let me see the time. Okay, so let's continue. So now you can write in your book what you thought of the story. You can say, I think it was, right like this. I think it was, and then you can write what you like. Interesting, boring, exciting. And how many stars do you give it? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Okay, so you can complete this with your own ideas. Okay, and the last thing we'll do today before we leave, okay, we'll just do this little bit about Japan. Okay, so we were reading about Japan. I don't know if you know anything about Japan, but let's find out. Okay, so we have some questions that we can answer. We can do it all together. You can do this as well. All we have to do is we have to type the questions into Google. All right. So let's do this. So this is Japan. Okay. So there are 4 main islands, and it says, what are the 4 main islands called? So I'm going to go to Google and say, what are the 4 main islands in Japan? What are the 4 main islands in Japan? Okay. Let's have a look here. Okay. Oof, some tough names. Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu. Okay, so we can write the answers here. What are the 4 main islands? What are the 4 main islands called? I'm going to write it here because it's easier. So, number 1, what are the 4 main islands called? They were called, let's see, Hokkaido, some strange names, Honshu, see what else? Shikoku, and what was that last one? Kyushu. Okay, there we go. Our 4 main islands in Japan. I don't think we're going to remember these names. But it's always interesting to learn about different places. What's the name of the highest mountain? Let's put it in Google. Okay, then. What's the name of the highest? What's the name of the highest mountain in Japan? Okay, some of you may know it's a famous mountain. It's called Mount Fuji. Yeah, so I'm going to put Mount Fuji. Very famous mountain. You can see some of the pictures are quite famous. You may recognize some of the pictures. Can you see? Very famous mountain. Okay, anyway. Let's have a look at our next question. How many volcanoes has Japan got? Let's write in Google. How many volcanoes has Japan got? Oh. So it's here 250. We'll take this number, 270. 270 volcanoes. A lot of volcanoes. What is sumo? Let's have a look. What is sumo? You may know sumo. So sumo, like this. Sumo is a sport. Yeah? Sumo wrestling. Sumo wrestling is a sport. Sumo wrestling is a sport. You know, sumo wrestling. Yeah, the big fat guys. And last one, what are chopsticks? You don't know the word chopsticks, you will recognize them instantly. Yeah. What are chopsticks? Have a look at the pictures. Okay, palillos, you tell them. We call them chopsticks. We call them in English. Chopsticks are used for eating. Yeah? Chopsticks. Japanese use chopsticks, just like the Chinese. Well, a lot of Asian countries. Okay, so just a little bit of information about Japan. When we do our next class, I'm going to ask you if you can remember the names of the 4 islands: Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu. Just for fun. Okay, anyway, if you've finished all of this, all right, make sure you've got all the correct answers, all right? And make sure you have everything completed on this page, all right? So you should have this page finished, Unit 8, Lesson 3. We should have this little passage written in the notebook, and yes, just the story on this page here with the highlighted answers. Okay. All right. So if you have all that, then we can finish for today. All right. Very good work. Okay. I hope it was okay. Yeah. Stay positive, and I will see you guys on Wednesday or on Thursday for our Zoom class. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.